Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing a ranking of my YBB beatboxes. Yeah, I have no content ideas. Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah. 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 Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you don't know, I have 23, meaning that there's 23 to rank. I don't know. 22 of those are wins, and one of them is a lose, which I'm very sad. And yeah. So there's a few things I'm gonna keep in mind. I'm not including scraps because if we did, this would be 20 minutes long. If I did, it just would have been too long. It would have been just too long. There's also a lot of beatboxes that aren't released yet, so meaning that you cannot watch it because they never happened before. But they will in the future. As of right now, I'm just not gonna include it on the list. So if I do one of these in the future, then maybe I don't know. Another thing I'm not including remasters, mainly because it's just a lot of more extra beatboxes that don't really need to be on the list. So yeah, just pretty much the original beatboxes. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna get started with this. Starting off with 23. My beatbox for Electric Switches YBB, or as known as my only loss in my whole record, which was against Jakogar. This beatbox, I'm not even kidding. I spent 2 minutes working on it. The beatbox was a Sonic 2 cover. Well, not really more of a parody from Cartoon Beatbox Battles, and it's absolute trash. You do not watch it. You do not have permission to watch it. So yeah, let's continue. Number 22, my beatbox for Beatboxer 12's YBB, or against Glitcher. To be honest, this beatbox I really didn't try, and mainly because I knew I was gonna win. I don't want to be cocky nor mean, but Glitcher was not the hardest opponent. It was probably one of the easiest, to be honest. But I mean, it's not like I completely didn't try. I made it that beatbox in 6 minutes, which is 4 more minutes than the last one. So yeah, it's not my best, but it's not good. So don't watch it. Number 21, my beatbox against WB and Burkrock TV's old YBB. So believe it or not, somehow I won this. This was easily my worst beatbox that I actually would watch and not cringe. Well, actually would cringe. So this is probably the last beatbox I would watch and not cringe. So the thing is, this one was actually really close. I think the final score was 19-18. So yeah, I made that beatbox in like 5 minutes. Yeah, regrets at the time, but somehow I won. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue. Number 20, going to my beatbox in Easton Plays YBB, and that one's against. I guess his name was the King or something. I don't know. That's why I had the crown there because I'm the king. Okay, but this beatbox is just bad, bro. You do not have permission. It's just me being really cringy, which I thought at the time I wasn't, but you do not have permission to watch that one. All right, number 19. My beatbox against Lord Dog in Dan Kilpatrick's YBB, or his old YBB, I guess. So believe it or not, this beatbox was actually my first time ever getting a win in a YBB. Pretty cool fact. And it's also a very bad beatbox. So you also do not have permission to watch this. Number 18. My beatbox against TBK for AYB, or as known as Ellie Jeffrey. No, that's the wrong. Ellie King 22. Yeah. Well, okay. TBK was a drip, so I mean it was an easy win anyways. This beatbox is bad, and I don't know if I didn't try or not. I just don't know what was going on with this one. It's just not great. Number 17. My beatbox against Barry Plays in Nolan Tube's old YBB. So this beatbox was very like weird because not a lot of people like literally known about the YBB, and this was probably one of my like earliest good beatboxes. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad, but it could have been so much better. But it's also not like bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. Number 16. My beatbox against what was it? Beatboxer 12 for the stick person's, or I guess now he goes by Cool Vibe, or I meant Orange Crewmate. I don't, someone season 2. this one was probably one of my favorite, like probably one of my favorite beatboxes by like my 2021 start offs, I guess. I don't know. This one was definitely something. I think I didn't try hard mainly because beatboxer 12 didn't really try. So I was like, if he's not going to try, I might as well not try too, and make it fair. And I, won. Okay, number 15. My beatbox against for Kyle Neon for XBX or X Rules, or I guess he goes Intro X now, YBB. This was honestly a beatbox I didn't try amazingly hard. Like nowadays, I kind of try harder just to improve myself. But this beatbox was just really overly out. Like I don't know, I just didn't like it as much. So to be honest, I feel like I could have done better. But honestly, I think it's an okay beatbox for myself now. Number 14. Beatbox against ACW for Jack hold on. Jack the Cool's YBB. There we go. This one was probably one of my favorites off being bad. Like that sounds weird, but this is probably my one of my favorite beatboxes that are bad, and it's just honestly really like interesting, you know? Just more interesting than not, I guess. So, yeah. Alright, let's continue. Number 13. My beatbox against Beatbox Poggy for Charlie Danger's old YBB. To be honest, this beatbox, the reason why it's so low, I would have actually put it higher. The reason why I put it lower than it is because how high pitched I am. Like you don't understand. If you actually hear the beatbox, I'm his old channel's deleted, so I don't think you can. But that beatbox, I sounded so high pitched, and it's not even me being young. It's me literally being high pitched because the beat was high pitched. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I destroyed, but I still I don't know. Number 12, beatbox against Dark Horse for Beatboxer 12's round two. This one was actually a fun fact. Fun fact. This was my first round two win in a YBB. Another thing, this beatbox sucks, and I'm surprised it's in my 12 spot. I honestly didn't try this one at all. Like this, I probably tried like a good 6 minutes. I made 2 minutes making the lyrics, a good 3 minutes actually making it, and then just a minute giving it to Beatboxer 12. Like I didn't even try. Like I'm not even kidding. It's not trying to be conky, nor I'm just saying that I didn't really try. Number 11. Beatbox against Doughboy for Red Sapphires by BB. This beatbox I also didn't try. And it's not because I think Doughboy's pretty decent. I didn't try because I was in a rush. I was gonna leave for I think it was 2 or 3 days, and he wanted to post an episode the day after I left. So I was like, all right, I have to finish this in a few, not even in 20 minutes. So I finished it and gave it to him, and I was able to watch it, and I won, which was pretty cool. Number 10. We're in the top 10, baby! Top 10! Okay. Which is my beatbox against Easton Plays for Creepers YBB. Honestly, this beatbox is really decent. The only problems I feel like I had with this is that it's harder to understand me because I'm going super fast. And I'm pretty much just calling him a baby. Just that, okay? And I don't think it's my worst beatbox off my newer generation, I guess, 2022. But it's definitely not up there. It's definitely not on my new 2022. So, yeah. Number 9. My beatbox against Ultranet for the blue guy's old YBB. This beatbox, honestly, didn't try hard on. I kind of was decent on it. I was like, oh, whatever. And yeah, I don't think it was that hard. Number 8. My beatbox against Jason the Real One for FNAF Lover 898 Max's YBB. This is actually my most recent win. And it's something. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. For editing, I didn't try hard, but for actually making it was harder. Like I said, for 2022, my goal is just to make all my beatboxes for YBBs really good. So yeah, this one's pretty funky. It's kind of catchy, but I don't know. It's not my best. Number 7. Beatbox against Super Mario Madness for the Hatless Mario Family's YBB. This one was really good. And the fact, okay, I don't, oh my gosh. This beatbox was so good that it was one of my first beatboxes that took off. It was so old too. It's old. Like it's older than my beatbox against Glitcher for Beatboxer 12's YBB. Just an easy sum right there. This beatbox here, I was writing on paper before I put myself on computer before. Like I literally had a paper. Like my lyrics were on paper when I made this beatbox. And I still clapped his cheeks. Okay, no. This beatbox is easily my catchiest beatbox I've ever done, or probably in my easily top two. This one's one of my favorites off like nostalgia, I guess, but this one's just really freaking good. Like honestly, number six, beatbox against Pootsie for MMYB or Super Mario Madness YB. This one's really decent. The flow was this was probably one of my worst flows in a while. But honestly, I really like the beatboxing. I really like the roast. I think the roasts were pretty funky in my opinion. And yeah, there's a lot of things I would have improved on it now, but that's why I made it remastered, and it was really funky. And I can't wait for round two. If stupid dumb Madness would actually make it, then maybe we would have that right now. But no. Okay, number five. My beatbox against Delboy, yes, again, for Dark Horses YBB. This one was probably one of my favorite YBBs. I tried on this one because the last time he actually almost won. I was like, frick. Okay, you know what? This time I'm gonna go freaking good and maybe I'll win. And I did. I clapped. It's so weird saying that. But okay. Number four. My beatbox against Sonic Ace for Leonardo B. This one was probably one of my most catchiest. This one's either my second or my first catchiest beatbox, other than obviously the one for Atlas. The thing about this beatbox is just really like it has a good tone to it. And that's also roasts are amazing in my opinion. I think this is one of my one of my best like beatboxes off roast wise. Beatboxing wasn't great, but it was up there. It was definitely up there. I think it was one of the best beatboxes in the series to be general. But yeah, honestly, it was pretty good. Number three, get into the top three. Let's go. Beatbox against Creeper for Brick Rock TV's YBB, or rebooted at YBB, I guess, is newer YBB. Honestly, this one was one of my favorite YBBs to like generally be in. And when I was told against Creeper, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many roasts, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna spit it all on there, and then boom. And I also had a really catchy beat, so that kind of helped. But yeah, overall, I really like this beatbox, and I think this one's definitely like older, but still pretty good. Like it's more new, but not old. It's kind of, yeah. Number two, beatbox against Super Mario Madness yet again for Jordan's YBB. Okay, thinking about this beatbox, I was trying to be more, I guess, I don't know what the right word is. I guess more against personal roasts, but personal roasts that some people would know. Because in this YBB, there was a lot of people that like know Madness, like they, you know how like, okay, I don't know because there's probably gonna be people not relating, but if you've seen the beatbox, I think there's a lot of things I actually could have changed to make it better. The part where I'm like madness, yeah, it's so over and long. Believe it or not, I actually got that, like the madness part. I thought of that in my mind because I made a remastered beatbox against Madness in Atlas's YBB, and it's like madness, madness. Why do you think you'll win? You know, stuff like that. And honestly, that's kind of where I got it from. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so yeah. And then number one, some of you might not know what it is. This is personally my favorite beatbox, which is my beatbox against Red Sapphire for Yoshi Masters YBB. Holy crap. I never destroyed a bird in my life. This was one of my best and one of my most favorite beatboxes I've ever done. And the thing is, I had a scrapped beatbox against him. I was like, that beatbox is dog crap. I'm just going to do another one and make it good. And I made it good. This was so good. like Sapphire never stood a chance. Okay, maybe he did. If he went like freaking against Creeper in my YBB, then maybe he would have gotten somewhat there. But this beatbox is so good. It's Sapphire, Sapphire, about to be burned. That was a little weird. I'm not gonna do that again. So, yeah, before I get canceled on Twitter, Twitter, okay, you know what? No, but yeah, overall, I think this was one of my favorite beatboxes, and honestly, it's probably like my third or second most catchy beatbox I've ever done. So, yeah. So thank you all for watching this video. I can't wait to be more on YBBs because I will in the future. I made so many scrapped beatboxes. If I did a whole freaking list of scrap beatboxes, that video would probably be like nearly 15 minutes, like probably by itself. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go take a shower.